It's the wrong way. Hey guys, so we're just doing I've just got a very quick few little bits to do. I'm just putting you on the tripod. Hi. So yeah, I've just got a few little bits to do, so I figured why not go live, bring you guys along with me. I'm just going to straighten that off. There we go. So I've got, boof, my new tarantula setup. I've got to show everybody that. I've got a cool little trick in there to show everybody. If you are watching this on the replay, please hit the thumbs up button, because why not? It does help. Down the bottom here, I've got the Calotes Virsicolour. I've just got to go through and mist him and do a bit of spot cleaning and little bits and bobs. Down there I've got the stick insects. I've got to go out later and get some more branches and leaves and stuff for them to eat, but I've got to check for eggs and stuff like that, because I've also got an awful lot of eggs come from them, which I'll show everybody in a few minutes. But like I said, it's only going to be a quick 10 or 15 minute live stream. I'm working away, so I figured why not bring you guys with me. Most importantly, I've got to get my coffee because I am dying. Oh, right. It's freezing this today. But anyway, if you're coming up in the chat, say hi, just so I can see you all. But yeah, we're going to... I can't talk. I'm going to show everybody my tarantula setup in a second, because that's a new one that I've worked on. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen that, at Northern Exotics UK. You can't miss me. So I'll show everybody that. Calotes Virsicolour, he needs a good mist down. He's having... I'm trying to replicate a bit of a rainy season for him, so he's having heavy mists at the minute. Do a bit of spot cleaning as well, it's a bit of your right in there. But let's crack on with it straight away. Who wants to see what for? Oh, I've got to check on Nessie as well, because hi Naomi, I've got to check on Nessie as well, because she had a massive meal a couple of days ago, so I just want to check she's okay, because there's a big story behind her which will be in a video soon. How's it going, Naomi? You okay? Aren't you in work, you lazy get? I'm just adjusting the tripod so I can get you down a bit and all that sort of malarkey. I'm going to spin the camera around. I'll show you the tarantula setup first, because I need to tart him up. Boof. There we go. So there we go. That's basically the setup. I need to give him a mist, water the plant, and fill up his water dish. But you probably won't see him too well. He's all the way down in his hide, but I have got something a little special with that. Round the back, I've got a peephole, so I can check on him. Now, I don't know if the reflection or anything's going to let you see him. I'll try and block the light, reflection, whatever. Anyway, you can see out the other side of the hole there. But there you can just see his legs there. He's right in there anyway. But I've got to sort him out. So let me drop it down. And I'll lift the camera up for you. It's the joy of live streams. Constantly having to readjust everything. But that's his setup anyway, so time to go in and get that one sorted. I've got his water dish down here. I love this water dish. I got it from a friend of mine, Lewis. He 3D printed it. Perfect. It's not too deep, not too shallow. It's absolutely perfect for this species. Fully grown Asamani species. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm no good with all these names. But to be fair, I don't even know his common name. Zebra something or other. My partner's son got it at the Northern show back in April, and it went off its food. It never ate for about 3 months, and then bang, it just started smashing food every time I put it in. You can see also he's in there and he's burrowed down. I'll try and get a better angle for you. See how he's burrowed just in there. It's actually really fascinating to watch. I've got a little nut pod thing there, pothos plant at the back. It's all mounded up with a substrate mix that I mixed together. So there's a bit of cocoa. He needs a little bit of high humidity. So he's got a topsoil. It's fully bioactive. I mean, you can see you've got the drainage layer. There's mesh in between it, and then the substrate on the top. So I have got a water table in there, which will help with the humidity. But it's a topsoil, cocoa fibre. You've got some sphagnum moss. There's charcoal in there to neutralise the pH level, and it seems to be working. I think I've got a few other bits and bobs. Clean-up crews, tropical grey isopods, and springtails. Just in case he decided he wanted to eat the tropical greys, the springtails are a bit small for him. Sorry if you can hear some of the noise from this. I always use this little small bottle for all these smaller enclosures. I can just be a bit more accurate with the spray down. It's lit up by a Reptile Systems full spectrum light in the canopy hood at the top, and that's just to help the plant, because the full spectrums are really good for plant growth. As you speak to any drug dealer, they will tell you the same as well. So just giving it a bit of extra help over that far side. But that's his setup. I absolutely love this setup. You can see him at night time. He comes out, he walks all the way around. It's bigger. He's got more space. And he absolutely loves it. And he's locked off with an Exoterra, so the kids can't get in it. Right, the stick insects next. Hi. Oh, you can't even see me. Hi. That's better. So yeah, if you didn't watch one of my last videos, I got some stick insects. A friend of mine got them from Doncaster, and I set them up in this enclosure. Enclosure stinks, so I've got to get them a new enclosure. It looks like there's, I don't know, it just looks a bit gammy on the bottom. So I've got to get it, go through the bottom. It doesn't look too bad, so I've got to go through, check for eggs. I've got to look at all the privet that I've got in there as well, so I've got to get some more a bit later. And because it does look a bit dead, shall we say. Joys of stick insects, their plants die off so easy. But I've got to tap this enclosure up. I've got a big Reptile Breeze enclosure in the studio, so I might use that to help out. There's one just there. Ah, you can't even see him. Oof, one just on the door there. I'll lower you down so you can see. Oh, Naomi, what job are you doing? Sorry if I do miss anybody's comments, but I tend to just jargon on an awful lot. Got to keep a very close eye on the time. Oh, we have got an egg. Yep, right, so I'll take you off the tripod, so it's going to go handheld now, so you're going to probably lose this stability. But that's what it looks like, all the poo. It depends what kind of gecko you get in VS Labs. I can recommend any size, but I don't know what kind of gecko you get in, whether it's crested gecko or anything like that. That one just there is an egg. You can see the difference between the poop. There's all the poop. Oh, is that an egg there as well? I'll have to check on that. But there's an egg. That's one of the eggs off that big guy at the back. Congratulations on your new job, Naomi. So one of them would have laid that. And I've got loads of that, but I want to check on that as well. So I'll just undo the zip a bit more and go in and have a look. I'll pick it up. I've got it in my hand and it's jammed down between my fingers. So here we go. That I can get a better view from the actual camera. How bad's that? That is an egg. So I've got to put that somewhere safe, because that's one of the Indian stick insect eggs. Oh god, I've dropped it. I did put it just there, but so I'll have to go around and check for that one. Typical. I may as well get the egg bucket over here and get it out. But yeah, these guys at the back, them ones, the what's it called? Sunny stick insects. They're the ones that are giving me the eggs at the moment, and they're all down there, nice and easy. So I'll run in there, and hiya Peter, how's it going? A harlequin gecko is a leopard gecko, if I'm not mistaken. Check out them. I've got 19 eggs from these sunny stick insects. But because I did see that one Indian stick insect egg, I'm going to have to go around, because I think there's one there as well. Is that one? Yep. That tiny one just there. Any more? What's that one down there? There's another. Oh, I'm going to have to separate these all out in a minute. So I've got another one there. So yeah, the joy of these, I got given these by a friend. They're absolutely stunning. A couple of big Indians up there, and they're giving me eggs. I don't know what to do with. I don't know what to do with all these eggs. Probably hatch them out and then probably use them as a giveaway or something like that. Grow some size on them. Look at him down there. But yeah, definitely need to get some new privet in here, which I'll be doing that a little bit later. I've got to move stuff around and just have a good look at the bottoms, because that tends to be, I think, that one's not. There you go. You can see the difference between them. The difference between an egg and a poop. Which one do you think's the poop? So yeah, I'll get that one out. Drop that back in. You can see there is bits of poop in there. But if I put them next to each other, you can see which one's a egg. You can see a little bump on one side. That's that. We're going to go on to this one in a minute. But just go have a look around. I'm going to have to separate these eggs. Oh, there's another. Is that another egg? Yep. Oh, God, I'm getting quite a few of these. Ah, that's interesting. He keeps trying to escape. Check him out. But what I'm going to do, actually, because I don't really have the time to go through this setup too much. So I'm just going to leave these here. And I'll leave the comments up so that I can actually come back and keep reading your comments. But one thing I'd like to know from you guys is or is anybody going to any reptile shows coming up? I know in the UK we've got one coming up down the south. I'm sorry if you can't hear me, guys. That's poop. It's bad that you've actually physically got to pick up the poop to figure out if it's poop or not. But it's all good. It's only going to be a short stream today because I have got to go to the hospital shortly. I think 20 past 10 I've got to leave here. So, oh God, only in a few minutes. So let's get this, I'll mist this down. Just to give them a bit of humidity. And can you go back in there, matey? Because I don't want to zip you up. There you go. You're fine. Can you stay in as well, dude? Right. There we go. Oh. Missed down the eggs because they have to stay moist. I'll have to go in. I've kept all the Indian eggs together there, so I'll have to separate them out shortly. But they take anywhere from 3 to 6 months to actually hatch. It's mental. Let's get this off for you guys again so I can show you. Mushu. Mushu is in this enclosure. And we're trying to replicate a rainy season at the moment with this one. You see him up there. He's up on the lamp. He loves it on that side of the lamp. I don't know whether it's because it's the UVB or he's just hiding away from all of us. But he's going to be getting... Oh, God. I've left the zip open. Right, I'm going to do this. I'll go back to it. Yeah, he loves it up on that lamp there. But that's, again, a good reason why you need a lamp guard on it. I've got this half a plant pot. But the reason I put it there is because I like to overspray it just there. Because this plant doesn't look like it's doing too well. So if I overspray it there, then put the pot on it, it keeps the humidity around that substrate. As you can tell, it's soaking wet there, but dry all the way around it. So give it a good spray there. I'm sorry if the device and the screen's wobbling all over the place. I'm actually holding it. And then I've dropped that back on there. Then it can also be used as an extremely high humid hide if he wants to go in there, which he never does because he's an arboreal species. But if he wants to go in there, it can, and when he's in there, he can get the higher humidity. This is a plant that I'm trying to train. You can see that little leafy bit at the back just there. I'm trying to make it come round. So it comes round like that. And it'll stay there for all of a few seconds and then it comes off. But I'm trying to train it to come round. It just gets that. Oh, there we go. It won't stay there for long, but it's got that shape on it. Oh, there we go. But then underneath the leaves, a couple of sprays under that. Ooh. Oh, I can't. Can you disclose what it is? Or is it going to be one of those surprise things? I'll tell you what, Peter, while you're here, if you stay for a few seconds, I'll just finish misting this off, and then I'll take you upstairs and show you the Brachypalma hamori that you gave me, because she is absolutely amazing. Oh, her enclosure, she's loving it, and she's being weird because a standard female Brachypelma hamori would basically live in a burrow and stuff like that all the time. I just sort of pop out every now and then, but she is actively walking around constantly. Every now and then she'll just stay still for a few hours and then keep going, but she's absolutely amazing. I've got an idea, Peter, for a not so much a piece of merch, but a product that I've noticed the tarantula community might want. Let's spin this around. Boof. Yeah, I've noticed a product that the tarantula community might want, all this sort of stuff, but I've just got no way of actually doing it. So send me a DM on Instagram or something a bit later. Sorry about the lighting, I'll just clean the lens. Kieran's room is an absolute state, so I don't know how well this is going to be. There she is. Again, like I said, I can't really get. Let's see if I can stand in the way. Let's see if I can open it. Bear with me, guys. There she is. Absolutely stunning she is. Let's zoom out a little bit. And if you haven't seen this enclosure, water bar. She's done a big web set in there. I fed her and she just webbed everything and kept on webbing and webbing and webbing. She's got a hole there. And yeah. She's loving this enclosure, I can tell you that much. She's got that skull at the back on the background. She always loves to get to that. Yeah, she's due a feed in a couple of days. I'm just going to have to... There we go, I'll just stick you there for now. I've got to shut the enclosure. I've got the enclosure glass set. Oh, quite tough because I don't want the kids to get into it. Oh, I'm blue on the Smurf. But guys, that is this. That's this stream complete. If you haven't already, can you hit the thumbs up button, because it really does help it go out there. And I hope you enjoyed this little stream. I've got to go to the hospital, so I've got that to do. And then later on tonight, I've got something very exciting happening later on tonight. If anybody doesn't know of Animals at Home, they're on YouTube. Go and follow them, because I'll be on their podcast later tonight. Well, tonight's the recording anyway, so I'll be recording an hour-long podcast, and it's gonna get interesting, that podcast, because he's going deep into my personal life and everything to do with me animals. So if you want to know more about me as a person, that's the podcast to do it with. But yeah, guys, I'm locking up the house. I'm getting ready to go. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. Peter, you're an awesome man. I love you all.